Welcome to Meghan Markle's Debacles, where the royal circus never leaves town and the Sussex sideshow always steals the spotlight. If there's drama, I'm on it. Hi and welcome. This is in regards to yesterday's two jerks twerking. I suspect there possibly could be something in the air. I mean, there's some words that may come out very soon. They may be similar to this, they may be not. But just hear me out. Meghan had a condition earlier in her youth that would make it difficult for her to conceive. And if she did, it was going to be dangerous for her and a child. So we privately sought the services of a surrogate. Meghan was embarrassed to tell my grandma, as she would feel inadequate as a woman, so we kept her medical condition secret. But somehow, Granny found out, and that's when we had to leave the UK. And that's why we called it our freedom flight. It wasn't safe for us. We needed security, as people would want to harm us, as we were pushed to imply there were racists in the family, and that would keep the talk from the fake baby bumps being mentioned for a while. It was a bit of a deploy. Meghan wore moon bumps to hint to the public so that the institution would then crumble and have to tell the public the truth. But they insisted that we kept quiet. We had no choice but to leave the UK. We made the birthing video to prove to the world that it was all fake. I wrote it in my book Spare, along with a very far-stretched delivery story to give the public the truth without saying it. The institution, the Crown, my grandmother, they all wanted us to keep it quiet in fear of it being a huge scandal and it would impact our reputation. The palace was going to issue a statement a few years ago, but it was cold and full of untruths, so we opted for it not to be put out. They have taken the beauty of becoming a family and turned it into a very stressful time. Meghan and I love our children, no matter how they entered the world, unlike my family that couldn't stand by me. Meghan and I have rewritten history. A biracial marriage and a surrogate children, something the institution wasn't willing to accept. It's not how I thought our lives was to be. This is our truth, and for that I'm grateful. As for my family, I will always love them, but we are free from the lies they made us tell. You see, these are the kind of words that are going to be coming. It's just a hunch that I have that this is how they're going to worm their way out of this. They will also go on to put in that miscarriage she had into their story, their truth, that as you can tell, Meghan did fall pregnant, but then she miscarried. Hence why it was unsafe for her to fall pregnant naturally and carry a child. You see, they have their story ready to tell. It's just about the right moment. I know people are not going to believe their story, but they are going to make it sound like they have been trying to tell you time and time again that she was not pregnant and that it was all the royal family, including the late Queen, that stopped them from telling the truth. And he will also add, in my opinion, that's why they need security, because the public will be even angrier when the truth, their truth, comes out. Will it do damage to the palace? Possibly, because let's not forget, nearly 9 billion people in the world. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people like them. A lot of people don't even know they exist. So there is going to be people that will turn and say, oh my God, they didn't allow you to tell us the truth because of this, that, and the other. You see, everything is planned with these two. There's a reason that video came out. There's a reason it shows how fake it is. There's a reason why that is not the birthing suite. That is the suite where you wait for the baby to be delivered, for that baby to be put in your arms, to bond with that child, to, you know, if she was given tablets for milk to come in, for the baby to latch on, to bond with the new parents. That's how it happens when you go through this kind of way of having a family, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. But they will do so many interviews and throw the royal family under the bus as them being the ones trying to stop them. Now, I don't know if you know, I probably will post it again, but when I had my other channel for under 2 months, it was called Meghan Markle, aka Duchess of Pinocchio. I did put out a video saying that the palace was going to put out a statement, but then they retracted on that. Apparently, Meghan had a hissy over it. Now, if this plays out like this, you can see how cunning and conniving these two little monsters have been to the royal family. And they will use her medical condition as her private medical condition. They didn't want to share it, but when they told them the truth, that's when they all turned on them and they were shut out. And that's how the Freedom Flight was born. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm tipping very, very soon, real soon, things are going to be dropping. And they are just going to let the world know this is why you don't see the faces of those two children. Because until they drop their truth, you won't see the faces of these children. They will introduce them to the world when they introduce their truth to you. That's my opinion. They're my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Look forward to reading your comments. Keep smiling. Have a lovely day or evening. Bye for now.